Can you hear that, Randy? Penis. My name is Jesse fucking Glanz. This is my best friend in the fucking world right here, Andrew Smith. When you fucking quit drinking and then you slowly allow yourself to come back into it, the story never ends.
I don't want to mess up and fuck shit up long term because I think I'm this different person.
We are the dumbest guys in the room.
Oh my god, they are really serious about partying.
For the first time, we got to get our legs under us.
Am I too close
Yeah,
to
you're
this?
too close to it, you fucking weirdo.
Randy, am I too close to this? Okay, great.
Penis.
I feel great.
Penis.
Sir.
Can you hear that, Randy? Penis. What the fuck is up? Welcome to the dumbest guys in the room. My name is Jesse Glanz. This is my best friend in the world, Andrew fucking Smith. And we're here to talk about some dumb fucking shit with you today.
But it's also
There is no direction. There is no compass. There is no fucking rudder. At this point, we have no idea what is going on. And I'm okay with that. What about you?
I'm fine with that, Jesse.
That was a great answer.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm just here for the vibes, for the greatness, for the dopeness. I love your hat, by the way.
Thank
It's very
you.
fire.
Thank you. It is my first rodeo. This is, in fact, our first fucking podcast.
The first podcast.
God, this is bad.
It's up.
It's already so bad.
It's not
That's
bad.
okay.
It's not.
Let's go with AI.
You're thinking
Let's
too
have
hard
AI.
about it all.
Just have AI write everything for us. What are you with the computer here? Is
What?
that not weird? Like he's going to be looking at a computer this whole time?
Yes.
Are you going to be fact checking me this whole time?
I actually am. Yes.
Son of a bitch. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked because everything I say is bullshit. You know what I was thinking?
What's up?
Hear me out. Corn song
Corn song.
for the intro.
Corn song.
Have you ever heard the band Corn?
Oh,
with a
Corn.
K and a
Is that what
backwards
you
R?
sent me last night? The YouTube video.
Did I send that to you last
You sent
night?
me something of a YouTube video.
Oh yeah, I did. I was in the throes of depression, and I was in this room, and I got this corner light. It looks like it's basically that right there.
Damn.
But face it the other way because facing it out is fucking stupid. But whatever, we'll figure that out later. But I put it up in the corner, and I realized that it looked like that Korn music video from 1999, "Falling Away from Me." Are you familiar?
I'm not.
Of course not.
I'm
That's
not.
fine. But
Wait a minute. Of course not. Why? Of course not, Jesse.
Because it was the year 1999 and fucking that kind of reference to Korn over 20 years ago. What'd you take it as a black thing?
I did take it as a black thing.
Maybe it was a black
It
thing.
probably is. Because when I asked you about Kiki and Usher, you said I have no idea who those
Huh?
people are. Exactly.
Who?
I think
You said, I'm sorry, you said it all together. Kiki.
when I asked you about the Kiki and Usher situation, you were like, I have no idea
The
what that
Kiki
is.
and Usher
or who,
situation.
see?
What the fuck even is what? Usher? Like from the 90s? Is he
Yeah.
okay?
You do realize he's still relevant now, right?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Is he? Good for him, dude. Don't look at me like that, Randy. I'm sorry. I don't run in these circles. Usher's still a thing. Good for him. Holy shit, he's been going for like 25 years now. He's still relevant. Don't look at me like I'm a fucking moron.
Where the fuck have you been?
In hell every day.
But to answer your question, yes, I made it a black thing. Yes, it was. I did.
I don't even remember what we were talking about. What is a black thing?
So we're talking
Randy,
about
what's a black thing? Randy! Quit mixing your drinks.
So today we're talking about alcoholism, Jesse.
Oh, Christ.
Oh shit! Did I just drop the bomb like that?
I'd so much rather talk about corn with the backwards R. Why does that sound racist? You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as it came out of my mouth,
With the backwards R.
there's like anything with the letter R, I guess.
It would have been like if you said the hard R. That
That's
would
what
be
it is.
racist. Yeah,
like
that
George Hard R. Martin, the guy who wrote Lord of the Rings. Randy, are we recording? Fuck.
would- tab on.
Been the whole time.
So
That was a weak tap. You know something? I'm going to tell you something right now. Put your fucking...
No, I'm not putting my hand down. We're gonna get into it.
No black people.
You ain't
puts
trying to
their
get
hand
into
down.
it.
All right, that we might have to cut. Mark
That's
that.
the perfect thing about it. We're keeping it all, or not.
Am I allowed to do this?
I mean, I guess
I read Bobby Seale's
it's just
book.
been fist up. These tattoos. What you got? Where yours at?
Right there in
show
the
the
ditch,
camera.
baby.
Gotta show the
Right
camera.
there. Oh shit! I'm trying to see it from across over there. Right there in the ditch, baby.
What's that say?
It says, "What happens next?" I guess is that what we're going to talk about?
We're gonna get into a lot of shit, but we're gonna talk about that first. I think I want to talk about what led to us doing this, and I want to start with you. What led to you wanting to? What's the meaning behind a tattoo? What led to you wanting to get it, and what made you reach out to me about,
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got real quick, but that's
did.
all right, man. So, I've glorified, these things for a long time, and it's no one's fault or anything. I was smoking weed when I was, in the woods when I was fucking barely entering preteens. I didn't start drinking until I got to college, ECU, go Pirates. But after that, I got into a nationally touring punk rock band, and I mean, there's nothing else to do besides just drink.
Facts.
You show up to the venue, you have to get there 6 hours before you play. And I wasn't really good at, none of us were at the time, finding other good, healthy things to do with our time, so that, that would just turn into us finding a bar, and we'd sit there and eat food, whatever we could afford, which was like fucking nothing. So actually, a lot of times, if I'm being honest, we wouldn't even eat it at all. We would just sit there and drink some beers and then try to get whatever wrap or sandwich you get at a fucking gas station. And, it kind of just, it was a lot of fun at the time, like in my early 20s, but I'm realizing now that how much of those good times and, stuff like that, like, it's lasting now. And I mean, those good times can't last forever,
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's in a way where addiction comes from, is because those good times pull you out and you keep trying to find those good times over and over and over again. And eventually you fuck up your whole fucking life trying to find these good times. I'm sorry, Randy. I didn't mean to cough into the thing. Are we recording? We're recording?
Are we? Just making sure.
Shit.
Okay, fuck. That was all on there.
That was
real,
pretty
That
heavy.
was real personal.
So that was kind of real.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
expect
was
to. I
extremely
didn't expect to
personal.
go into that.
You want to take a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You got one?
I'm
I already took mine.
just gonna pull a little bit in there for you.
Thank you. You're a good man. I have fallen off the wagon, Andrew.
So we got this, what, a month ago?
This what?
This tattoo. A month or so ago?
Oh, I forgot we were even talking about the tattoo.
Shit, we got this about a month or so ago. And I remember you was telling me what you were going through, and I'm not going to speak on that for you. I'm going to let you speak about all of that. And I was like, I'm in this journey right now trying to quit drinking, trying to at least moderate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
The idea, and I really appreciate you at the time, especially joining in with me on this, because the idea with the, sorry, Randy. Randy, are you paying attention? Get off your fucking phone. Drink your booze at least. This guy's fucking looking at his phone. He's fucking on Facebook posting something about himself. No, it's fine, Randy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't got to explain it to me. I get it. Oh my God, we're going to have to get used to my annoying fucking white bitch laugh. But anyway.
The white bitch laugh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the thing when I'm trying not to laugh too hard.
I love it all.
Can you do a white bitch laugh? Randy, we're recording, right? You got that? Do it one more time. So you can get it. No, hold on. Like, I want you to picture.
can't do it no more.
No, you totally can. Now you're in the zone. You're in the zone. Do it now.
I can't do it no more.
Oh, I bet you can. You want to talk about the tattoos? Oh, God, why do you want to talk about depressing shit? Okay. There's a reason that we put the period at the end of that. So it says, what happens next? And it's a period. It's not a question. The reason it's not a question is because we know what happens next. You know what happens next. I know what happens next. Been dealing with this for over a decade. There's got to be a lot of people out there that can relate to this. At least I hope so. You know when you fucking quit drinking and then you slowly allow yourself to come back into it? The story never ends. The conclusion is never different. It's always the same fucking thing. And it's why we know what happens next. I know what happens next when I start drinking again, and I'm in the middle of it right now. I was clean for a couple months, and I'm not going to go into too much why I fell off, but I wish I didn't. And I mean, I'm sitting here in the middle of it right now, and that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually, but the reason we got that tattoo is because we know what happens next. And I think a lot of people that deal with alcoholism, they know what happens next, and they want to think it's going to be something different every time. They want to think they're going to be able to have one drink, maybe two, hang out with people, and they'll be able to jive with, whoever's around them at the time. But the truth of it is you can start like that, but it ain't going to end like that. You know what's going to happen. That's going to be how it starts. And then you're going to end up in the exact same fucking position you are right now every single time you fall off. And I mean, I guess, bro, I've fallen off like as of about a week ago. I'm not stoked on it.
I fell off so long ago. Almost, I feel like I fell off 10 days after we started.
How do I get muscles up here? What do you do?
Oh, what are these traps? I don't know what these are. I don't know if these are traps or whatever, but somebody...
Randy, can you zoom in on how hot he is in that? Like, the muscles up here, that's a thing. Can you zoom in on that? Camera 2? I don't know what the... Camera 2, zoom in.
I got a text.
How many push-ups can you do at once?
At once?
Yeah.
Probably like 50.
I'm sorry.
70.
15?
50 or 70.
Fuck you. 50?
We should have a push-up conversation.
No, not right now.
Not right now. The cameras can't see.
I could maybe knock out about 15 before I'd have to start cheating and like hitting your arm or something.
No, I can do about 50, maybe 75.
This episode's brought to you by Duncan. I don't mean that.
Oh, yeah, we don't mean that.
Randy! Eliminate that. Edit!
So I started this shit with you, right? This whole what happens next shit with a period or whatever. And that was because I haven't had what's been happening with you happen yet. And I say yet because if I keep going down this path, like, it's one of those things that's inevitable. I was telling my therapist, like, I don't have the issues like in alcohol, like in AA or whatever, when they're talking about what they're going through and shit. I don't have those same issues. I'm not turning into a different person when I drink. I'm not I don't have like any kind of...
Are you sure?
That's
like, are you sure?
The whole point. That's the whole
because
point.
I didn't think so either, man.
Yeah, and that's exactly it right there, right? It's this jaded view of I think I'm different than a true alcoholic. And I mean, that's why I haven't been to AA in the last couple of weeks, but that's why I try to go pretty daily, even though I'm still drinking and shit, because I'm hearing stories that sound even similar. Like a lot of people, just like me, are talking about they thought they were different. They thought they were not like everybody else and shit. And I think that's the reason I even am against being a part of or getting like a white chip, because now I have to feel like I'm a part of this group that I don't feel as if I'm a part of.
I know
what
exactly
I'm
what you mean, man. Like, I always have a problem. Jesus Christ, was that your dick?
just be getting hard
From
this
my
whole
angle,
time, bro.
Randy, are we recording? Yours hard dick just hit the table right there. You weird motherfucker. I'm sorry. I've always gone on the assumption that every black person in the room has a bigger dick than me. I've just always went with that assumption.
That's the only stereotype white people that we like. If you ever want to stereotype a black person,
Oh my
stereotype
God,
our
that's
penis.
the one that flies.
Everything else.
Here
trash.
I am with a bunch of big dick having motherfuckers, and I mean, I gotta recover. I gotta compensate, you know. But anyway, your penis. You were just talking about it,
I was not talking about my penis,
huh?
but to get back to my penis,
Let's go back to the penis.
let's go back to the penis. It's been a long journey.
Calloused from shredding puss, shredding butt. I don't know what you're into. I'm not here to judge.
All of that just
Cut that. That sounded homophobic. Randy!
Cancel him! Cancel him!
Randy, cut it!
I started this shit with you because I don't want. I don't know how else do you say this? I don't want to like mess up and fuck shit up long term because I think I'm this different person or some shit like that.
God, it sounds so stupid, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It
No,
sounds dumb,
I
so
mean,
it's
I
different.
legit
You
know what
hear
you're
all these
talking about.
stories about people who thought the same, who felt the same way, who ended up doing some really hectic shit, and again, if you get into, I'll let you tell, what happened with you or whatever. But I don't want to act like that's impossible for me. Like I don't want to act like that future is impossible because
It's
can
not.
full controller.
I'm not gonna talk about it because it's so fresh, but
Yeah.
it's totally blindsided me, dude. I didn't realize it was that close, and I am still very fucked up about the whole thing. That's why I'm sitting here right now drinking fucking vodka, Like, I'm not happy about this. I'm not excited about it. But you and me have found unity together in this struggle, and we've both been going through it together. And to be honest with you, I'm very grateful that I met you at that expo a couple years ago before I got married, and then you were there that day on the best day of my life. And the video that you made for us, I can't watch it.
Yeah. And it just popped up in the memories too. So
I don't see those memories anymore. She made it so those memories don't pop up. Yeah. It's a motherfucker. And I did it to myself. And I'm still here right now. And that's a fucking cycle, man. I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of it. I want to get out of it. I have a lot of fun while I'm in it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I will. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if I'll ever find it again. I hope I can. But it fucking sucks. It sucks when you go into those fucking cycles and then everybody in your life, that's the person you are. And they will never fucking forget it. And they may forgive you, but they will never forget it. And I guess I was just, my 9 lives were out, man. And now I'm by myself, 34 years old, and I'm trying to figure it out again. because I thought my life was where I needed it to be, and it's not. And I hurt somebody that meant the fucking world to me, and I never cheated. I never abused. I never put a fucking hand on her. But just who I am, mixed with fucking alcohol. It's pushed everybody in my life away that I've tried to bring in. Anybody outside of the arm's distance, I hurt everyone. And you know, you don't feel like it. You don't feel like it until it fucking happens, man. Randy, are we recording?
I got a text earlier today, and it's very not convenient, but interesting that it happened on today, because I already told you what I wanted to talk about on the podcast. Shit, we already discussed it. And it was a text about one of my best friends from high school and shit. I was in a space at that point of protecting my energy, right? So like, I wasn't dealing with like negativity that just didn't make any sense. Like, you wanted to complain or you wanted to vent, whatever, that's one thing. But then to just create this whole facade of what's going on, I wasn't dealing with it. So I just stopped all communication altogether. And then earlier this year, we reconnected. I hit her up. I was like, I apologize. Like, I was in a whole different headspace. I think I said verbatim, I didn't have the mental to deal with whatever you were going through. So I apologize for that. So we reconnected and shit. Everything was cool. Then loaned her some money that she was going to give me back. And then she never gave me the money back. And then I never heard from her and shit. And I was like, so now I'm just mad. I'm like, yo, like, we supposed to be cool and shit. So I say all these words. So it was nothing too crazy. It was just more of, I thought there was more respect here. You can at least tell me if you don't got it type shit. And I ain't heard from her since. So I got a text today, basically saying she died from
Today?
today.
You actually got
this
it
morning.
today.
This morning.
Jesus.
That said she died from alcohol poisoning on July 28th. And I was like,
That's a lot.
fuck.
That's a lot.
I'm glad that I was able to reconnect with her this year, at least to have a discussion. We weren't able to actually meet up and see each other and shit. But it's crazy. Like, the fact that at least I had planned to talk about what we're talking about for the podcast today.
Yeah.
And that this morning to get this random text of my friend asking me that I know that my best friend back in the day passed away. I was like, what are you talking about? I haven't talked to her since like June, July or whatever. And just to know that me trying to fix kind of these issues I went through with alcoholism and shit, and knowing that she passed from drinking herself to death. Her boyfriend, whoever he was, found her and shit, and she just was unresponsive. She has a daughter that she was trying to fight to get back. She has like a lot of legal stuff going on. Her daughter's fucked up about it. I'm just thinking about like, fuck. And why do I think I'm different from this? Why do I think that none of these things can happen to me? Because even now, I'm like, I'm not that kind of alcoholic. I'll never drink myself. I know my limits. I won't drink more than blah, blah, blah. But that's what every fucking person says who has a problem. I drink liquor every single day, every night. So why the fuck do I not think that this could happen to me when it's like around me? I see it, but my brain can't process it. It's like, no, I'm different.
Fuck.
And that just happened today, bro. That's what's fucking crazy. Alcohol, and it's not just the death, it's the alcohol poisoning part of it all. Like, what?
Bro.
And we ended on kind of bad terms and shit, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the type of person who will be upset at myself for that, because one thing doesn't have to do with the other. But like, I still care for her and shit. Like, that was some petty shit I was upset about. It was just money shit. So now knowing that, and not even able to verify, because I don't know who to contact to like get the verification that this is like true. Like, I don't have access to her family or nothing like that. But just knowing that that's what happened and hearing that shit today, it's like, yeah, maybe I do need to reconsider all of what I believe about myself. So
We're
now
all
I'm eating,
right there, man.
So now
We're
I'm eating
all
watermelon
right
for like
there.
a week starting tomorrow.
Jesus fucking Christ. You're gonna bring that up right
Yeah,
now?
just watermelon for
Are
the whole
you
week.
baiting me?
I am baiting you.
You're gonna bait me to
I'm
say
gonna bait
something
you with the
fucking
cancellation,
stupid.
Jesse.
You're gonna bait me into cancellation. So you're eating nothing but watermelon?
Nothing but watermelon
You're
for
the
a week.
third black person I've met in the past 2 weeks that has had some sort of watermelon diet.
Hey.
And yet I'm the asshole when I connect 2 dots here. Randy, erase that. Erase that whole segment.
You don't understand,
No
man.
time frame that. Don't get me on camera
And
saying
what's
that.
funny is
Anyway, continue about the watermelon.
I've never felt more black until I've said this to a white person. Cause I've told black people all week. Yeah, I mean watermelon for a week. They be like, yeah. I tell you, I'm like, wait, that sounds black.
It does sound black as fuck. So is it okay though for you to eat nothing but watermelon?
So
I mean,
not for the rest
that
of your
sounds
life.
fucking crazy,
Not
right?
for the rest of your life.
Like, I don't really think that. Well, I mean, even for a limited period of time, like anything I've ever heard is like, you just shouldn't eat one food, no matter what it is. I mean, even if all you ate was apples, right? I
It's
mean,
like,
that's
the
not
idea
good.
of watermelon or any kind of fruit or any kind of fasting. That's pretty much what it is. You're just fasting and shit.
Did we say something racist? Is that why you put your hand up?
I'm about to say, damn, bro. You good?
I thought we were pretty good. He was like, that was the one.
It's about the fruit. But the fruit, like the watermelon, is like it's super hydrated, because it has nothing but like 70%, 80% of water and shit. But fruits clean out your body. So if you just eat nothing but fruits or nothing but watermelon for like an extended period of time, some people take it 30 days, some people take it 90 days or whatever. It can reverse certain ailments. It can literally make you feel healthier. It'll definitely give you a lack of nutrition though. Like people who do it, they'll look all skin and bones and shit if they do it for a long ass time.
Will I look blacker?
Bro, what?
Randy, cut the camera. Randy, cut it right there. Timestamp.
Hey, look, try it out for a week. See if you get a little.
I just want to be hot, Andrew. I don't know how to do it anymore.
Look at my tits. Can you see my tits?
Yes, we can see your
Look at them. Look at them.
Jesus, you've gotten a lot better at that. How do you have such big tits and can still do that? Is that all muscle?
Because I have muscles, Jesse.
That's insane.
I work on my chest every day.
They both have different voices. It's insane.
You ain't know.
You got to shave that shit.
I gotta shave it a little bit.
You got to have one responding to the other. Like, make it seem like they're talking shit. Because I'm going to tell you what, the left one's definitely bigger than the right one.
That's why.
And I think that's more muscular.
That's why the left one.
I think the left one's more muscular.
Damn. Thank
There
you,
should
bro.
be a rivalry.
Thank you, bro. Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. Hey. First of all, I beat your ass. Can y'all zoom in on my tits?
Randy!
Zoom in on the tits, please. Go get your drink, man. Go get your drink.
Sorry. Your tits distracted me, okay?
Wait. Don't pour it.
Fuck.
Let's get the audio.
The ASMR.
Yeah. There you go.
This one is for all you weird motherfuckers out there. This is brought to you by Absolute Vodka.
But it's not for real.
They don't endorse us at all. Fuck them. They're not as cool as us. Listen to this, baby. I don't know about you, Andrew, but that made me hard as fuck.
That was amazing.
You weird motherfuckers out there. I get canceled for fat shaming. As a fat person, that would be the funniest thing.
When it comes to like body shaming and fat shaming, it's funny because women be online all the time. His dick's small. His blah 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 blah. But calling her weight big. Oh my god, it's so crazy. You can't talk about my body. Your body
it's like when
shaming.
fucking. It was so funny because Lizzo, right, was held into that high place
Oh my
forever,
God,
and then
the
she
Lizzo
just
story.
got called out for fat shaming or making her dancers eat a banana out of a pussy or something. Which, by the way, that makes me want to hang with Lizzo. You know, I never liked her more than I did until I found that out. Like, dude, as soon as I heard she was, I was like, she's forcing her crew to eat bananas out of a stripper's pussy in France. She sounds like the fucking coolest guy ever. Imagine that's your fucking boss.
I'm good on that. I'm way good on that.
Are
boss.
you?
I'm very good. Yeah.
Dude, I would take a bite out of the banana. I'm not trying to lick the fucking clit, but it's like if my boss was paying me like $60K a year and we're in France and she was like, listen, you're fucking getting paid to go to this fucking strip club tonight, okay? You're getting paid for that. Shut up! You're getting paid. And I just want you to take a bite out of this banana out of a stripper's fucking clam. Would you not fucking do it?
I would not. I would actually walk the fuck out. And fuck
Really?
the 60K.
Just a bite off the tip. I mean, you're not eating the whole banana.
Look, her clit is more healthy than whatever. I don't know what the insides look like. All right, the clit I can wipe down a little bit. I can give it a little pressure.
So your question is more where the produce came from.
Pretty much. I don't know what the fuck that inside looked like at a strip club. You talking about other? Bro.
I'm talking about a bite out of the tip. Randy, can you pull up a picture of a banana? Peeled, please. Okay, no, that's perfect. That perfect. Perfect. The one on the left, right there. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into this. I don't give a shit. So let's go down the middle here. We're gonna go down the middle because I don't know how deep a pussy is. My tongue doesn't go that far, and I wouldn't try anyway. Anyway, so let's just say it's a 50-50. Let's say it's a 50-50 split. All right. So we're going left side of the frame, 50-50 split.
Oh my God.
That's in the gash. That's in the fucking clam. You're telling me with a straight face that you wouldn't take a bite out of that little fucking cone tip right there? If you were on tour with Lizzo and she's flying you around the world, okay, I get why those people fucking sued her, because if you're like actually upset about it, then yeah, fuck her, man. If she's forcing you to fucking do some shit like that, fuck her, dude.
In my head, I thought the stripper like pushed the banana out and then they had to bite it. Like that was my issue. Like,
what strip clubs in Atlanta have you been to?
You said France, first of all.
Well, that sounds like something out of Atlanta.
So, in theory, if I saw this banana as it is and one half went in
a clam.
I eat the other half. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little
But if the
nibble
whole
off the
thing
tip.
came out the what do you call it? The gash?
Yeah.
If the whole thing came out the gash, I'm straight. I'm good.
No. If they're so what you think is that they
Put it
first
all
of all
inside of themselves.
inserted that whole thing into the gash and then somehow
pushed it out.
fucking pushed it.
Yeah.
Listen, at this point, I gotta ask you something. I don't think foods work like that. How do you think that banana ain't gonna fall apart when it goes into her gash all the way?
What if it's hard? It was one of those like raw, like non really, good bananas. It's been out for a long ass time.
I'm getting depressing text. Hang on, I'm sorry.
Or
so on, let's talk about.
Here's this. What if the skin was on the bottom part and they just pushed that, and then like they as she pushed it out, they opened it up, and then you know what I'm saying?
How do you think a vagina is?
Well, they can fit a lot more than you think in there, bro. Big dick people exist.
Not to a white guy. Randy, are we recording? Randy, do you have any bananas? Are there any bananas downstairs in the fridge? Not a single banana. Anything phallic shaped. No, you stay right there. We're going into this. Randy, I need something phallic shaped. Quick.
I don't know what a phallic is.
It's a dick. Have you never heard that? Phallic shaped? Why did I do this?
You should say glizzy.
Is that what black people are calling it? Randy, cut that.
Somebody get the glizzy. Give me a glizzy shake, something. God damn it.
That's a white guy laugh, by the way.
That was
Jesus Christ.
all right.
You're getting all of this as evidence right now, aren't you? We are.
What Randy just said was this is proof that white people
I'm
are
sorry,
dirty.
Randy, say that again. Can we get Randy on mic?
Are you gonna walk out here, Randy? I'll say it for you. He said white people are dirty.
I don't think that's what he said. I didn't hear that.
This is-
I
this
think
is
he needed
proof
to speak
that
for
what-
himself.
You gonna
Randy,
come
come out here and say it.
Here you go.
Come on.
Oh, not on camera?
You don't want to do it? Randy's a white guy, by the way.
Welcome back to the dumbest people in the room.
The dumbest guys in the
Dumbest
room.
guys in the room.
Ah, Christ.
Shit.
We're all in it together, dude. I think there's a lot of entities out there that want to think that, or they want us to be against each other, to be mad at each other and shit like that. And you know, there's a lot of levels where it's like, yeah, you have to be mad about stuff when it's real, like institutional fucking racism and all the fucking cops and shit like that. It's like, yeah, we actually have to do something about that. And people have to fucking stand up against that 100 fucking %. But for me, and I don't know if this captures what we're trying to do here, but it's like this whole fucking time, dude, like we bust each other's balls. Randy's the shit. You know, and it's like, dude, there doesn't have to be this anger. There doesn't have to be that thing. It's like we could just joke around. We could bust each other. Some of the people I love more than anyone else in this world, they fucking poke me in the ribs all the fucking times. They're like, oh, you blah, blah, blah. They mess with my weight or they mess with whatever it is. It's fine. I know they love me. And I know that the reason they're doing a lot of this is because it's like, hey, man, they care about me. Because if you didn't care about me, you wouldn't be doing this with me.
Facts.
And I wouldn't be doing it with you either, man. But, you know, the thing is, I don't know, man. I like you a lot. I've always liked you since I met you at that fucking expo years ago in 2018. And you and me have always kind of had this thing where we bounce off each other. And I mean, whatever it is, dude. You forgive me for all the dumb shit that I say, like, shit, man.
Yeah,
I mean, there doesn't have to be this fucking animosity, dude. I think that's all put on us, and we're supposed to do this thing where we're supposed to be all mad and white versus black and all this shit. It's like, no, dude, that's not how it is at all, man. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
My first, man, I don't even know if I want to.
You about to tell your first black friend? You are.
My first best friend in the world.
Yeah.
And I've had a hard time finding him because his name is 2 first names. And his name was Brian Thomas. I remember the name, everyone in his family. His younger brother was named Philip. His parents were Sandra and Basil. And I never fucking, I guess I was really lucky in that way that me and him were both shy kids together in preschool. And our parents, they were just like, oh, well, our boys are best friends. And I mean, I spent so many fucking nights at his house.
Yeah. And
it sucked because like after preschool, when we had to split ways, it became difficult. And then, you know, fucking years later, I moved to North Carolina and now I haven't spoke to him in like not 30 years, but getting pretty close. And I want to tell him so much, like
the impact he had.
How much his friendship meant to me, dude.
Yeah.
How much spending time in his house with his family and like, you know, it sounds really dumb to say, but it's kind of like we didn't fucking see. Me and Brian didn't see the fact that he was black and I was white. We didn't fucking care. Yeah. We were both into Power Rangers together. Exactly. We were both into fucking Power Rangers and running around outside and playing army and shit and riding bikes and shit. And it wasn't until it was put on us You know, oh, you're this and you're this. That never factored into it. That never factored into it. And like, I see it so much nowadays, how that somehow has to factor into fucking everything. And it's like, it really fucking doesn't unless we make it. And I mean, I don't know what his parents thought about it. And I don't know how he like feels about it now, but it's like, dude, I would give fucking anything in the world to see him again, dude. Because I've Googled it a lot. I've Googled everybody that I know. Like, but that name, and I'm trying to find it, and I can't fucking find him. And it's like, dude, I just want to tell him so much. Like, your friendship and your family taking me in and like spending all this time with me, like it really, you know, I don't get this shit nowadays because of that. You know, I don't get this divide between us because I think it's all manufactured. It doesn't fucking exist. It doesn't exist until you fucking call it out and you make it exist. And I mean, maybe that's my white privilege.
No, I mean, I don't think that's white privilege. Like, that's just a fact. It is all manufactured. It's manufactured by like the people who are like in control and shit. It's just, I'll put it to you like this. A lot of white people didn't see the fuckery of the government until Trump became president. And the thing about Trump becoming president and then them thinking that he lost because of some bullshit, it's hilarious to black people because we're like, well, we've already told you the government's been on some bullshit. We've been telling you for like a long time.
It's like, where you been this whole fucking time?
So now you're seeing it. Like, we love that y'all are waking up to this corrupt government because we've been trying to tell you this shit for the longest fucking time. The government's corrupt.
This ain't new. This isn't new.
Black people sitting eating popcorn like, yep, we've seen this before. Yeah. Because I do believe Trump like broke the fucking matrix. Trump wasn't supposed to win. Like, it was supposed to be some other person that they wanted in place. I think Trump broke the fucking matrix and became president off a whim.
Like, he was like, you know what? And I fucking hate that guy. Like, I really do. And I'm so fucking tired of hearing his fucking name. And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't wish death on people. Yeah. But Jesus fucking Christ, he needs to go away. Yeah. He needs to be gone. He broke something, but he unleashed a lot of shit that was dormant for a long fucking time. They felt so emboldened.
And the crazy part about it is like, you showing your racism now because you have somebody in power showing that it's okay. Like, you're proving everything we've been saying for years.
Yes.
That was hidden. Right. But just like you said, it doesn't have to be this way. Like, I can be friends with Republicans or liberals or whoever. Like, I don't subscribe to any whatever denomination and shit.
Me neither.
I can disagree with you, but still be cool with you. I have a lot of white people who will say things that politically wise I might disagree with, but we're still cool. They're not coming at me in some kind of place of hate and shit. And same thing with black people. A lot of black people agree with a lot of the Republican policies because black people aren't all the same. Where we aren't all going to be these liberals and shit. We're not all going to be people who believe the same exact way that we're, I guess, trained to believe and shit. But at the end of the day, we take these things that we are different about and then we make it into an issue that is not. A lot of these issues aren't racial. It's literally the 1% trying to control the rest of us who don't have that kind of resource or that kind of money.
They want us mad at each other.
Yeah, but then we fall into it. We keep doing it. It's white black versus white. It's vegans versus meat eaters. It's fucking anything that goes against your preconceived beliefs. I'm angry at you. I can't just discuss it with you. I can't just debate with you. I can't just disagree with you. At this point, I have to hate you.
I feel like
it's so wild to me.
When we were young, you know, like in the 90s and shit like that, like that's kind of what it was back. And I'm not saying the 90s were this glory years. I mean, like whatever. But I remember when I was a kid, it was one of those things where it was like, it doesn't matter. You don't talk about, people would argue that nowadays, but I remember it being more focused on what's actually in front of you.
Yeah.
You focus on this image you have in your head, and then you project that image on the person that's in front of you. Yeah. And the reality of it is life isn't like that. It's not that black and white. You can't just be putting people into boxes, putting labels on people.
Life is nothing but great.
You cannot put labels on people. You can't put people into boxes. And now we're doing that more than ever. You know, people like to find out 5 facts about you, and then they go, "Oh, you're this." Mm-hmm. you know? And it's like, that's not the reality of it. And if you were to actually be able to sit there and fucking talk to the person in front of you, you realize, holy shit, this, you know, aside from, like you said, aside from the richest 1% forcing us to be against each other, it's like, dude, there's so many more of us that agree and that deal with the same fucking problems every fucking day. I'm not a fucking landlord. Neither are you, man. It's like, you think they,
Well,
man,
anyway.
Not yet.
Not yet. But in
2024, you watch. Dumbest guys in the room, landlord. Randy, are we recording?
We about to be
Shit.
wrapped. But I do want to say to you what you just said. The only thing is, like you said, I don't believe there's some kind of golden age of America or some shit where it was better or whatever. But I do believe back in the day, it just, social media, you know, it puts, everyone's opinion matters now. Like, it wasn't just what the masses or what the small amount of people were telling you. So everybody has a voice. This goes from your racist to your non-racist to anybody in between and shit. And people, I feel like racism is bad, but like, you have a lot of people who are having a whole other agenda of like kidnapping kids, raping kids, fucking assault, sexual assault and shit. Like, that shit right there is not talked about as much as like Karen going out and yelling at a black person. I'm not saying that one is, the Karen shit is okay, but why are we not talking about these government officials out here literally kidnapping kids?
Yeah.
Why are we not talking about these things that literally are just more than an inconvenience right now?
Well, especially you see this fucking Karen out there and she's probably goddamn mentally ill. You know, and that's what kills me too, is like, all of these women, fuck them. I mean, we call them Karen. I'm not trying to fucking stand up for them, but I'm going to tell you this. They are all mentally ill in some way. That's not how people talk. The reason they go viral is because they're having some sort of meltdown in that fucking moment.
I feel like
and then they put that on the rest of all white people.
So I feel like in that moment, and I feel like we're going to get into this on another time as far as going deeper into it. But in that moment, what's happening with these Karens is they're doubling down. They don't want to feel wrong. And like, white women that felt entitled to feel however they feel in that's just valid no matter what. If you're a white woman, that's just okay. I'm right and you're wrong because I'm a white woman.
Yeah.
And the point where they're being recorded, they're like, I'm going to double down. And then now it's like psychosis. They just go insane.
Oh, they're having a meltdown.
Literally, because they
they know there's a camera.
Yeah, they see it. And I'm like, no,
they see a camera and they're like, I'm not gonna back down.
But
and it's
the reason,
fuck.
I will say the reason that shit is deeper for black people is because that comes from a history of white women saying shit about a black person, that black person getting killed.
We don't talk about that nowadays because supposedly believe all women. Sorry, Randy, cut that. Randy, cut that. But that's what kills me is this believe all women thing. And I'm like, you know how many black fucking men have been goddamn fucking killed because of believing all women? Like, but we don't talk about that. Talk about Emmett fucking Till, like believe all white women. Yeah. Bull fucking shit. Randy, cut all of this.
Don't cut it.
Cut it. This is bad.
The last thing
we're both canceled. We're so canceled.
We're not canceled though, because but that was the real thing back in the day. Like this guy, gentleman, Dennis Huber, he was 18, a Morehouse graduate. He was literally the stereotype of a good black person back in the era of, being
what white people considered
a good black person.
Good black person, yeah.
And some white woman said that he talked to her in a negative way, and this white mob shot him in the face in front of like 30 black people in Atlanta. So this thing about like we're going on these Karens and shit, it's not like for me, I do see it as this thing the media is trying to perpetuate, but the reason it's an issue is because like it comes from a history of what white women have done.
Yeah.
Like when they scream, white men come, and it could be a dangerous thing. So
did they act? Is that a thing? They would yell that?
Would yell what?
You said like white men come.
White men come. No, I don't think.
No, I was gonna say because of that. Because here's the thing: is I would believe that though. Like if there was like and I mean that's the thing. That's the whole goddamn history. On not even south of the Mason fucking Dixon line. I mean that's just been the history of the whole goddamn fucking country. Is as soon as a white woman puts their hand up and goes, Randy, cut this. As soon as a white woman puts their hand up and goes, "Oh, I'm a victim of this monster," everybody in the community gets their fucking pitchforks and they fucking come out, and okay. Randy cut all this. I think they all need to be, I think all those fucking white women should be fucking dragged, and everybody that allowed them to do that throughout the years, fucking drag them too, dude. Like, I mean, it is fucking crazy, man, how there was no trial. There was no, you know what, even if there was, it was all fucked. Yeah. Like, it was all a bunch of people in the fucking town that's looking at the guy on the stand like,
just 12 white men.
Like, straight up. Like, I mean, like, to ignore that history, I mean, it's like, dude, you're fucking, fuck that, man.
Close this out, Jesse. With your not closing, wait, hold on, before you close this out, I want to leave y'all with this last thing. Whatever you're going through, whether it's alcoholism or you have an eating disorder or you're on your phone too much, whatever it is, you're still a person, you're still a human first. And if you don't have a network of friends, or if you don't think you have a network of friends, there's always writing you can do. There's some kind of art you can do. There's some escape you can find or try to find. Me and Jesse are trying to figure out what our escape is outside of just alcohol, outside of whatever we have going on. So don't feel like it feels lonely. I'm sure that me and Jesse both have those feelings, those moments that we just feel like it's all on us, even though we might have a circle around us. And some of us don't have that circle. If you're one of those people who don't have a circle where you just feel lonely, reach out to somebody, find some kind of group, find something, some kind of solace, because we're all in this together. We're just two regular guys trying to make this shit work in this thing called life. We aren't fucking therapists. We have no credentials, no licenses. We're just two regular dudes out here trying to make this thing called life work. And we're all in this shit together. So say all that to say, keep the fight going. You're needed in this life. We don't want you to go anywhere. And yeah, I think I'll leave it right there. Jesse, go ahead and close this out.
You have purpose. People love you. You are meant to be here. All right? I've been dealing with some bad shit lately, and I've been going through these thoughts a lot. And, I can't imagine fucking anyone's listening to this right now. But, I mean, when it comes out, if you are, you do have meaning. You do have purpose. And you're going to go through some shit, and it's going to be really bad. But we're here for you. We're doing this together. Like Andrew said, we're trying to just figure this out little bits at a time. Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to reach out to your family, reach out to your friends, and tell them how much you love them and how much they mean to you. Don't take anything for granted, ever, because tomorrow could bring every change in the world. And all you may want is yesterday. So please tell everyone that you love them. Tell them how much they mean to you. And just spread more light, man. There's not enough of it. Sorry, that was some pussy shit right at the end there.
That was perfect.
We are Jesse Glanz, Andrew Smith, my best friend in the fucking world over here. And together, we're the fucking dumbest guys in the room.
The dumbest guys in the room. Thank y'all for watching.
Love you, brother.
Peace.
Dab on them again. That wasn't bad.
Are we out? I feel like it's still red.
Randy! He's like, I've been recording for like